What would you call this one?
It was a good number. I mean, it gives the markets a chance to take a little bit of a sigh of relief, and the Fed a little bit of a sigh of relief. You know, we had a pretty potent week in the market of look at the aggregate index was down 150 basis points. The S&P was down 4%. Tech was down 6%. You know, this number, you know, we're seeing pressure on real rates, concern the Fed has to move faster. I still think the Fed's going 75 basis points this meeting, but it gives you a little bit of, you know, we saw the claims data was solid this week. The job openings were surprisingly higher. Listen, the labor market's in very solid shape, particularly the service sector. And the fact that today was showing a little bit, it's coming off the boil, it's softening a bit, I think is encouraging, and it gives you a little bit of comfort that you know what the markets were reacting to earlier this week, maybe a little bit more moderate.
Rick, the Fed talks about the totality of the data. As you mentioned earlier this week, ISM manufacturing better than expected, jobless claims lower than expected, consumer confidence firmer than expected. Good news this week has been bad news. And Rick, do you think that's going to be the case for the time being, because this Fed wants to keep financial conditions tight?
I think that's right. I mean, listen, I think the reason why this number is so important is the conditions for employment are so significant. You know, can you, and by the way, I don't think a soft landing is that hard a needle to land the plane on. And if these employment numbers moderate a bit, I think it's pretty good news. But listen, the economy, it's hard to argue. And by the way, the deep recession stuff is ridiculous. The economy's in pretty good shape, and particularly the service sector is moving along quite nicely. A good sector is coming under some slowdown, which is anticipated. And but you know, the economy's in good shape, and when you cut across the numbers, you know, I was looking at it again this morning.
Sure.
You know, it shows an economy that's moderating, but certainly not slowing that much.